Hello and welcome back to another IndySoft Tip Tuesday. I'm Chuck and today we will be going over profile groups in the profile editor. So the first thing you want to do, of course, is open up your profile manager, not editor, it's called manager. I should know that. What I do know is we'll need to sign in with a system admin type login, so I've gone ahead and done that. And then if we go to the top here under options, we can open up profile groups. And I've already added two here. We've got one for customers and one for employees. To create a new one, you just hit the add profile group here, and you can select any number of these that you want, add a little description and a name, and you're all good to go. To edit them, you can double click them or click the magnifying glass there. So we'll say customer here. We'll go ahead and take auditor out because it doesn't really make sense. They're not actually a customer. So we'll click OK there. And just to show you what I've got for the employee one, pretty basic stuff. It's just our standard and power users, and then of course our admins as well. So it's pretty simple to set these up. You can delete them with the trash can, just like anything else that has a little trash can button. So we'll go ahead and back out of here and go over what you can do with it now that they're created. Really simple thing you can do is go to your system-wide charge types, and you can actually lock down your charges so that only people with the correct profile can add them. So of course, let's say we have our calibration here and we want it set so that only employees can add this charge type, which makes sense. So go ahead and open that up and set it to employee. So now anyone in the customer group cannot add it, but people in the employee group can. We'll hit OK to save it there. The second place you might want to check out is on workflow config. You can actually do a visibility rule based on profile. So in our very simple scenario, you'd probably want it so that you have specific customer events for your reports only users to run, maybe stuff that doesn't actually modify database data but can just kind of like pull stuff in for them, or maybe submit a request. But your actual events that you want to do, like your calibration in, you might want to set it up so your employees can use those. So if we go to the invisibility rules, which is right here on step 4, we can go ahead and say include. So if you do include, of course, you want it to be the profile of people who can see it. And if you do exclude, you want to pick the profile that people can't see it from. Since we only have two profiles, it's up to you. You know, in this scenario, it doesn't matter which one you do. But if you had like a lot and you only wanted to block one specific group from using it, it would be better to exclude, and vice versa. If you had a lot and you only wanted one specific group to be able to use it, you would want to do include. But here we'll do include profile group is exactly employee. And we'll go ahead and save that there. And the last place, and probably the most advanced thing you can do with this, and there's a lot of cool tricks you can kind of layer in with this if you set up your profiles right and your layouts like this. You can actually embed layouts based on whether or not a specific profile is present or not. So what's cool about this is you can have one main layout that has all the basic info that you want any profile group to see. But then maybe you have two different groups, like you've got your techs and your system admins, and you want the system admins to see all the tech stuff, but you don't want the techs to see the system admin stuff. And you don't want to split it up into two different groups, because if you add something to the tech page, you would also have to add it to the system admin page. What you can do is create an embedded layout and limit it so that only the system admins can see it. So that way, if you add anything to the tech page, it automatically gets loaded in, because that's the actual group, or rather the actual layout that your system admin group is seeing. It just also has the added embedded group, and that'll make a little more sense as we jump in here. So if we edit our current group, sorry, I said it again, our current layout, we can go ahead and add a little hyperlink style thing here, or it's actually It's not a hyperlink, but you know what I mean. We'll do embed if, and then we'll say employee, because that's the name of another layout, and I'll show you that in a minute. And we separate with a semicolon, and then we add employee as the group we want to see. So let's say you have your main layout, you want all your groups to see it, whether it's a customer or an employee, but there's some special information you only want employees to see, so you would do something like this. So we'll go ahead and save that there, and drop in easy notes, and you'll see in the background we already updated, but spoiler alert, my employee layout is just a box that says employees here, because I didn't actually create a whole layout. Just a little example, but I'll show you that here. So the name of the layout is exactly what you want to put after the equal sign, but before the semicolon. And that's all that's there. But if you wanted to add anything here, you can add it and it'll show up on the embedded layout. For example, you do that. There we go. So it's pretty cool. You can do some nice layering with this, get your layouts nice and customized and easier to manage. And it's all thanks to the profile manager and the profile groups. So until next week, happy calibrating, and I hope everyone has a good rest of the week. Thanks. Bye.